Not just an award, but an appointment as Reverend Dr. Augustine Nwaulune joins the League of University Champions of Peace. The core mandate of the International Association of World Peace Advocates is to ensure peace and sustainable development through promotion of the United Nations idea of volunteers around the world.
Brief profile of Reverend Engineer Austin Kaonye Kwachie Nwaulune, PhD, FNSC, FIICTE, FIMC, FSCA. Reverend Engineer Dr. Austin K. Nwaulune, PhD, as mentioned before, is presently setting up a group of tech consulting services after recently retiring as Director of the Nigerian Communications Commission, the telecommunications regulator of Nigeria, in 3 portfolios: spectrum administration, digital economy, and zonal operations. He has served in the industry for about 3 decades. He is the maiden chairman of the Nigerian Institute of ICT Engineers, NWICTE. He holds PhD in Engineering Management, Doctor of Engineering in Telecommunications Engineering, Masters in Business Administration, Masters of Science in Engineering Management, Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, majoring in Communications Engineering Technology. He is qualified engineer, registered with the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, CORE, a fellow of the following bodies: the Nigerian Society of Engineers, the Nigerian Institute of ICT Engineers, Institute of Management Consultants, West African Society for Communications and Administration, Institute of Corporate Administration of Nigeria, and corporate member, FinTech and Nigerian Institute of Management, Chartered. Wow. He has enormous professional experience in the telecommunications industry, spanning technical, managerial, leadership, and regulatory. He is an international speaker on technology. No wonder he has traveled to over 80 countries on this course. Regulation and policies. He is a keynote speaker and have presented numerous keynote papers in many international functions, conferences, seminars, and workshops. He has been involved in various national telecommunications industry committees and working groups, both in membership and chairmanship levels. He chaired the following committees: NCC Spectrum Auction Committee, with several successful auctions to its credit; Nigeria at ITU Telecom World Local Organizing Committee for 4 years back-to-back from the year 2016; National Frequency Management Council Finance Committee, 2.6 gigahertz Firming Committee, NCC Spectrum Pricing Committee, NCC Spectrum Trading Committee, and member of Broadband Implementation Steering Committee, etc. He actively participates in the work of the International Telecommunications Union. He is currently a vice chairman of Radio Communications Advisory Group, RAG. He is well trained, has over the years acquired several credit units of training in engineering, technology, policy, management, administration from national, international, accredited training providers, too numerous to mention. He is a servant of God, the group president of a great news Pentecost Assembly, AGNPA, a commission on a mission to dethrone religion and enthrone godliness, with vision of restoring peace to mankind in the ailing world through unification of denomination and faith. He is a philanthropist who has provided shelter, food, and educational support to indigent and less privileged, and have received several awards as testimony to that. And of course, our gathering today is another testament of his greatness that God has bestowed on him. He is married to engineer evangelist Mrs. Freda Isioma Nwaulune, and a marriage blessed with 5 children: Fortune, Favor, Treasure, and David. And Praise and David. 5 children I mention again: Treasure, Fortune, Favor, Praise, and David. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, behold, the man of the moment and the man of many other moments to come, Engineer, Reverend Dr. Augustine Ka onye gwachie Nwaulune. Thank you. May I, at this point, beg that you be seated. Thank you for that very due show of respect.
To start with Ambassador Nelson, who do the decoration, he will put the gold medal, then Prof will present the certificate on behalf of the World Peace President. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody here can see us with our muffler. Since he's a humanitarian, he's a philanthropist. Any moment he wants to embark on any activities that have to do with touching of life, widows and orphanages, anywhere at all in the world, he's expected to go with the medal and the muffler as an indication of where he's coming from as an eminent peace ambassador. As an international eminent peace ambassador. Remember also, he is a reverend, but today you have additional knowledge. We also present to him at the end 400 Bible verses of peace. Peace appeared 400 times in the Bible. As a lover of peace, go through this, must produce it. There is no copyright law against it. Distribute it to anybody of your choice. Peace appeared 400 times in the Bible, and I will also tell you a number of times it appears on the Quran. We'll read the Quran, we'll also read the Bible. If he was to be from the Muslim, I would have provided to him a number of times peace appeared in the Quran. We also have his ID card here, which we are going to present to him at the end of this meeting. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you today. You remember today is 1st February in the year 2024. From all what you have read about him, Engineer Reverend Dr. Augustine is a man of first class material. He has maintained first class in place of work, maintained first class. Even on the day of the beginning of the month, Augustine is still starting with 1st of February. Can you clap for this special meeting now? If you don't have peace, you cannot give it. I keep on telling people, there's no way it is written in the Bible, let me his soul rest in peace. If you are a wicked man, the Bible says there is no peace for the wicked. Not to have his soul rest in peace. Very far, your soul will never rest in peace when a wicked man. And what is you're doing, you must have a testimony of how peaceful you are. Prophet Becky. The Bible said in the book of Numbers, and he converted them into the spirit of peace. It is a covenant, sir. Don't take it today. God have covenanted you into a body of peacemakers. So it is not ordinary, sir. May your days be long.
By the power bestowed on me as the International Director of the International Association of World Peace Advocates, a first-class organization with United Nations ECOSOC consultative status, I, Ambassador Professor Chidi Ehiriodo, hereby present this prestigious certificate to the man of the moment, Engineer, Reverend Dr. Augustine Nwaulune, to the glory of God and to the blessings of humanity. Congratulations. This cannot be seen anywhere in the world except in our organization. Because we are founding a man of peace, we are presenting to him these 400 Bible verses of peace to the glory of God and to the blessings of humanity. Congratulations, sir. What we call flag hoisting. In a flag hoisting, we are invited, whether here or his residence, and the national flag, the UN flag, the ministry flag, all of them will be hoisted in a colorful ceremony. And that ceremony, we ask you to invite even Mr. President, the governor, the ministers, people of high-ranking position to come and witness it. These are not diplomats. These are not that where we advance this peace work. However, but today, you are privileged. We always give ID card 1 month or 15 days after, but we are giving it to you today so that you have it. This little thing you see in my hand is so powerful. It cannot work with the certificate, but you work with this. As long as it's not using this, and we don't use it, I know, for fraud, this protects you here and in foreign land. Today I present this ID card to you, Ambassador, Engineer, Reverend Dr. Augustine Nwaulune, as a global diplomat at the England Peace Ambassador. Congratulations.
Five invitations from the UN awaits the newly inducted eminent peace ambassador between now and September 2024.
Somebody's watching you. Whether you are doing good, whether you are doing bad, somebody's watching you. The universe is also watching you. God is also watching you. And the golden fish cannot hide in the sea. Once you are doing what is right, right hands will be pointing at you. And that is why today, a man was singled out to be honored and to be appointed into the League of Universal Champions of Peace in the person of our dear brother, man of God, engineer, Reverend Dr. Augustine, the man whom we are here to honor, to appoint, to join in promoting global peace. The International Association of World Peace Advocates is an organization dedicated for two main things: promoting global peace and the sustainable development goals of the United Nations. If there is a way to make everybody to be happy, we will build a great and strong nation. My dear Reverend, I have connected with you in the spirit. You are welcome. Mama, you are here already. You are welcome. Thank you. Because if you are not a good wife, they won't recommend you. If you are not following, if you are not somebody who is peaceful yourself, you won't understand the vision and the mission of this organization. So thank you, man. Sir, you are joining us to promote global peace. It will cost. Yeah, very costly. It will take you a lot, like what my brother, Ambassador John, and the wife has done. I know the million that came out of them just for make people happy. Not because they want, just to make people happy. To make sure that people will feel joyful and peaceful, at least for a moment. Certainly is needed, sir. Thank you for coming. And I believe that this meeting today will be a blessing to every one of us. If you have not joined us, know our mission and join us. We are peaceful people. We promote peace. But I have said, I don't want to live here without reminding you that peace is costly. It costs. And we must make sure we follow it and sacrifice. There must be a lot of sacrifice we pay in order to promote global what? Peace and national peace. So every one of us here, there is a task for us. Wherever you find yourself, promote peace. And if you promote peace, it will return back to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. May the God of peace reign in your hearts, reign in our nation. Thank you, and God bless you.
He is a very calm man, the wife. We are all together. This peacemaker that God bring to Nigeria and the world as large is a peacemaker indeed. Praise the Lord. And I pray God of heaven, He will use him to make that peace to come reality.
Reverend Dr. Engineer Augustine Nwaulune happened to be my first boss at the Nigerian Communications Commission far back in 2004. I worked with him, and by my record, yesterday when I was coming here, I decided to go into my international passport and checked how many of my passport pages that I changed working with him. And I had 560 booklets of passports that I've traveled internationally with this man. Please, can we open the hands together for him? We have been to well over 80 countries together. So I'm not surprised that he's being made ambassador.
Put your hands together.
Please. And it is not by accident that I was in your office. I was going for one promotion last year. And I just went to his office and said, sir, I'm going for promotion and my heart is panting. Because that level of promotion is a level where something happens. If you know, you know. So, and I was scared. And I went to his office and he just brought one piece of paper. I just want to remind him what he told me. And he said, you know, you like book too much. This is not the time to read too much. Just organize yourself. Do you know the SDGs? I said, what is that? I came into that and I saw SDG, sir. SDG came out in my exam. And I passed. So, you know, sometimes Engineer Augustine will tell us things. I don't know whether he knows what he's saying, but they come to pass. That is one thing. So for those that took the decision to make him ambassador today, I want to thank you because you have done the right thing again. Sir, we are here. We always want to follow your footsteps. You have never led me astray for 20 years. Please, let's move to the hands after that.
I think we started at the same time at NCC.
Or Austin, he said you were earlier than me, but okay. Because I thought I was earlier than him, but I met him when he met me. And ever since then, ever since the first time we met, he was a senior officer to me, but he was a younger man to me. But we had so much mutual respect for each other. Because I like associating with people that have knowledge, especially in their profession and in whatever thing they do. And I think Austin is like that too. So even in my lowly status at that time, maybe he found some, maybe knowledge, maybe character, and somehow we became friends. And I retired before him. Don't look at my stature. I retired before him. And he was not due to retire. I'm not sure he's even due to retire now. But because of federal government policy that they dropped somewhere, sometimes, long time ago, and somebody went and picked it up this time. But Austin retired ripe, fulfilled, successful. How can I say it? Please, you can remind me the words.
Hello. I want to welcome every one of you to this auspicious occasion of my induction into the eminent peace ambassador of the International Association of World Peace Advocates. The people that talk peace and do peace. I am the group president of a great new Pentecost assembly. First, I am a Christian. Our president says, I belong to all and I belong to none. For peace to reign, we must belong to all and belong to none. We must learn to respect every other's position. There's a question I used to ask. If I tell somebody today, go into this room and there is 1 million naira, it's all for you, and the person argue with me, I say, how can it be? How can they just put 1 million naira in a room and say somebody should go and take? Will I be annoyed? I won't be annoyed. I will only just pity the person because he doesn't know what he has just lost. And I tell another person there is 100 million naira. He didn't doubt at all. He went there and picked the 100 million. Will I be annoyed with any of them? The answer is no. We are annoyed with the other religions when they preach to us because we don't know the value of our own. So that is why we say we are dethroning religion and enthroning godliness. If every Nigerian is godly, Nigeria will be at peace. If 70% of Nigerians are godly, Nigeria will be at peace. If 10% of Nigerians are godly, Nigeria will be at peace. I joined the NCC in 2001, and in 2000 as a principal manager level 14. In 2005, 4 years after, I went for interview and I passed, and I was promoted to assistant director. In 2009, 4 years after, I was invited to interview and I passed, and I was promoted to deputy director. In 2013, 4 years after, I was invited for interview and I passed, and I was promoted to director. And I was there for 10 years as a director. And for Bad Belle, they shortened, I was supposed to retire in 2 years. People disfavored me because they thought Engineer Nwaulune, my brother, brought me. I never knew him. When my father died, I prepared the invitation card and I gave it to someone. When he looked at it, he said, "Oh, you are from Delta. Okay, it's your mother that is from Anambra." When you walk with God, favor will follow you. And when men see favor, they don't know why. Who is favoring you is favoring you. But I was never favored like they thought. In all the interviews I went, I think I came out first. The last one to director, the head of human resources, told me that I was first and she was second. I go for interview and they will start asking me questions before the normal question. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to clear this before the international audience. Because they will think that I am somebody who is favored. It is the favor of God, not the favor of man. That's what I said. Thank you. So I invite you to join me to propagate peace. Our vision in a great new Pentecost assembly is bringing peace, restoring peace to the alien world through unification of denominations and faiths. It does not make me less a Christian that I associate with a Muslim. It does not make me less a Muslim that I associate with a Christian. So I want to thank you, International Association of World Peace Advocates, for recognizing me and inducting me today as a global peace ambassador. I promise that I will not fail you. In the telecommunication industry, I will not fail you. So help me God. You know, there are some of these things that I call religion. Talking, so help me God. God is already helping me and I know that He's helping me. Whether I say it or I don't say it. But I will say it because you said I should say it. So help me God. He has promised that He will help me. And so I know He's helping me. So I want to thank all of you that have come to honor me. Starting from my bishop, my in-laws, my friends, members of the congregation. And I said, I invite you to join us. It is not a church. We hold our service from tomorrow, from Sunday, this Sunday, 3 to 5. Sundays only. And all we are coming to do is to do godly things. To talk about how peace can be restored to the alien world because we need it. So thank you very much.